tablets. I only use the... Did you think of giving up during the show? All the time. All the time. More than not. What was your favorite thing about being on Special Forces? Was your mom happy about Special Forces? No. She was very angry, actually, that I said yes to it. Okay, wait, I forgot the original question. What was it? What was your favorite thing about being on Special Forces? I mean, honestly, like, I loved the danger element. I really did. I can't help it. What kept you going? Everybody else there. A part of me didn't want to leave. Nick, Tyler, Aaron, Bodie, Jack, Tom. I mean, it's hard to say, but, every time someone left, it felt like it would be easier to leave. If I'm trying to think of the right way to put this. Say it was day 2, right? And Nick and Tyler left, who I was close to. I'd been like, well, if they're gone, I'm gone. You know what I mean? It was very dynamic. Why are you walking so much? Great question. I got 9 more minutes on the treadmill. We're over halfway. We can push. What did you miss the most when you were away from home? A toilet. I would say somebody or people, but you asked what? Definitely a toilet. Definitely. How heavy was the boat we carried? Either 300 or 400 pounds. I want to say 400 because I remember thinking it was 100 for each of us. Do you still play the piano? I do still play the piano. Ready for a new girlfriend. 1 month. Told myself no dating in 2023. 1 month. Yeah, I still play the piano. I've enjoyed the drums more than the piano, but I do still play the piano. What about your phone? Okay, I literally had phantom phone syndrome because we don't have our phone. But all the time I would feel my pocket buzz. And my phone's so far away from me. It was in the hotel, where we're not going, right? And so I never had my phone on base or anything. But I would feel it buzz all the freaking time. You're gonna have a line in 2024? Oh boy. Thank you. I'm honored. Let him up. My favorite sport, indoor skydiving. Just sign, I am a Taurus. May not 19th, bye-bye. All right, give me more Special Forces questions. Savannah Chrisley, are you insane? Yes! Correct! Hi, Savannah. I miss you. Give me some of your energy. Take it all. You can take my 40 pounds. It's the same weight as our Bergen was. Actually, it's a hair heavier than the Bergen. We were talking about this, so they didn't show this yet. They haven't aired this yet. But we actually had to put sand in our Bergen to make it heavier than it was actually. So our Bergen had to be 35 kilograms? No, 30 kilograms. I made mine 35 kilograms because I was like, I am not going to be the one that gets us in trouble for that. So my Bergen was always so heavy. Somebody asked, were you afraid of any of the staff? Yes. Still freaking am. Still am scared of them. We've talked now. Somebody asked, what do you weigh currently if you're comfortable sharing? I am very comfortable sharing because I've been so confused on it my whole life. Now I'm finally in a good spot. Savannah Chrisley, overachiever. Thank you. I weigh a whopping 160 pounds. No, it's not whopping. But I definitely don't look like I weigh 160 pounds, and that's why the number on the scale confuses me. There's nothing wrong with 160 pounds at all, but it's weird. I look in the mirror, and this is the best I've ever looked, and then I step on the scale, it's the heaviest I've ever been. I'm like, all right, well, that's sick. Penelope, is your vest as heavy as your boat was on tour? Hey, Penelope. There's like 2 of the bows. It's all muscle. Oh, this is good. If they asked you to go back to Special Forces, would you go back? Literally tomorrow. 100%. Like, count me freaking in. It's crazy though, because like, I don't know. I think when somebody says, would you go back? I picture day 4, 5, and 6. And so I'm like, yes. Because I'm picturing my relationships, my friendships with everybody. You know what I mean? Not picturing day 1, 2, and 3 where we were like strangers still. And so I think doing it, like if I got to go back and be with Nick and Tyler, 100%. But like if I knew no one there, it'd be so strange. My favorite dance on my own, of course. Would you come to New Zealand but not for Special Forces? Yes. So what we want to do is once the season's over, and it'll probably be like top of next year. So that way, because I'm traveling a little bit at the end of this year, so when we have time, I actually want to take my family to New Zealand, and I want to stay at the hotel that we stayed at before we went to Special Forces, and then I want to rent a car and take them everywhere we went, because I know the names of some of the places, but then I can also talk to some people from the show. I can talk to the DS and ask them what the names of other places were and actually show my family, because I think if they were to see the dam wall, they'd be like, whoa, and like see the lake that we had to go across, they'd be like, whoa, you know what I mean? I don't know. We got 3 more minutes on this treadmill. Oh, I think Miss Cootie's here. Litness. Do you ever have nightmares about being on the show or trauma? Yes. More often than not, actually. It's interesting, my dreams have gotten to a point of kind of comfort. Like if I'm there now, I like kind of enjoy it. But at first, very first night that I fell asleep after selection was over, I woke up and kind of had a little PTSD moment. It was when I was in Iowa with my mom, and I woke up and I actually, now you all know what this is. I was like, it's clear, loud, has an order, pauses. Mom was like, JoJo, honey, you're in Des Moines, Iowa. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm in Queenstown, New Zealand. I'm on base. We're here at Special Forces, and it is the most useless, pathetic person ever trained, like going through everything we had to know. And she was like, JoJo, honey, you gotta fall asleep. And I was like, no. Hi. Good, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Yep. Easy enough. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, sorry. We back. Describe forces in 3 words. Emotional. Valuable. And stressful. That's a pretty good one. Wow, 1 more minute, guys. We're almost there. See, I knew chatting would occupy me. Do you have TikTok? I do. Favorite memory from Special Forces ever? Oh, God. Favorite memory, like favorite. Oh. Okay. See, if I thought about it for long enough, I'd probably have even more, like a favorite. But one of my favorites was, God, it would have had to have been like it was very early on, like day 3, maybe day 4. I think day 3 or 4. And some people were in the mess, some people were in the bathroom, some people were in the dry room. Somehow it was just me and Nick in the accommodations. And we were in there and Nick was like really in his head, and I could see that also. 20 minutes is up, let's lower this. Do a little cool down moment. I could see Nick was really in his head, and so I, was like, hey buddy, what's going on? Like, we didn't really know each other at this point. I was like, what's going on? And he was like, nothing. Nothing. And I was like, nah. You're in your head. Like, I thought he was like getting ready to tap out. I was like, you're in your head. Like, talk to me, bro. He was like, I can't. And I was like, look. I was like, you're sad. I was like, pretend I am whoever you need me to be. I can pretend to be your mom. I can pretend to be your fiance. I can pretend to be your sister. Like, who do you need me to be? And I will be that person. He was like, and I was like, we have each other. We have no one else right now. I was like, you're either going to bottle this up or you're going to get it out. And he told me, he was like, my fiance's pregnant. He's like, I haven't told anyone this yet. My fiance's pregnant. She goes to the doctor today, and I'm dreading getting a phone call. And because if there was an emergency back at home, we had an emergency contact that could contact production, and then production would come and get us if we needed. Luckily for nobody that happened, but Nick was like, if I get a phone call, I know it's a bad one, and so I'm just really in my head. And so then we just talked through it, and it was just it was like a sweet moment of like, this person trusts me, and I felt like I have this person that's a stranger. You know what I mean? And now he's just my little baby Nick, my little baby Tyler, my 2 boys. Alright, I've been strutting on this thing for 22 minutes. It's time to go freaking tap dance. Last little bit of training for the night. Didn't mean to hurt so bad. I didn't mean to make it so sad. Was there a risk of actually getting hurt on the show? Yes, lots. And we actually did get hurt. Very small. Everyone got very small injuries. But I almost chopped my leg off with an axe. I burned my hand pretty bad on day 2, but didn't tell anyone because I didn't know how serious the medical deuced outs were, and I was like, I ain't getting signed off for that. No way. Anything different you'd do if you went back to Special Forces? The journey's the journey for sure. So I would. Look, I love the journey that I went on, and I don't think I would actually change anything. But if I had to change things, oh, yes, I would. You know what I would change? We learned on day 6 that we weren't supposed to be wearing our long johns under our pants the whole time, which makes so much sense once we all realized it, but no one thought of it. So we were wearing warm pants that matched our shirts that we were wearing under our green pants, under our what are they called, battle BDUs, battle BD, I don't know, the battle dress stuff. You know what I mean? Anyways, we were wearing our long johns under. But what would happen is they would get wet, and then they would stay wet, and then they would be heavy and cold. Whereas our green pants were waterproof, so they would get wet, and the water would just repel off of them, and they weren't weighted or anything. So I would go back and change that. Why you talk funny? I don't know. All right, I need to get out of here. I need to go tap. Hello. Yeah, battle dress uniform. There it is. BDUs. Thank you. Alright, everybody. I'm out of here.